Ever had a nightmare where you're chasing a runaway canapé tray, or a client decides to change their entire menu just hours before their event? If you've been in the home catering business, you might be familiar with such mini heart attacks. Managing events and client relations in home catering can sometimes feel like taming a beast with a tiny fork. But don't worry, those mini heart attacks can be avoided. Mastering this labyrinth of challenges is not just about surviving the next event, but it's crucial for your business's longevity. Happy clients repeat business, and word of mouth can send your reputation soaring or spiraling. So what can you do to steer clear of these challenges? Ensure open and clear communication with your clients to manage expectations correctly. Organized and stick to a timeline. A well-planned event never goes out of style. And lastly, always be prepared for those last-minute changes. They are part and parcel of the catering world. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment, breathe. Remember, a good sense of humor can go a long way in this business. And now, armed with these tips, you're well on your way to becoming the master of your home catering universe. Let's cap off with the top best ideas for managing events and clients effectively. Adaptability, patience, and a never-say-die attitude. It's all about turning chaos into a well-orchestrated symphony. Start with a hilarious story, right out of the catering playbook. Picture this. A new home caterer is in a consultation with a client, trying to understand their needs. The caterer asks the client, "What's your favorite dish?" The client responds, "Oh, I love chicken, but without the chicken." Needless to say, the caterer was left scratching their head. Having a laugh aside, client consultations in home catering can be a unique challenge. The intimacy of home settings requires a delicate balance between professionalism and personal touch. So how ace these consultations? Firstly, it's all about understanding your client's needs, preferences, and expectations. Begin by asking open-ended questions to gather as much information as possible. Ask about their favorite dishes, dietary restrictions, and even their favorite colors. This will help you create a customized menu and a personalized decor. Listening is key, but active listening is the game changer. Pay attention to what they say and what they don't say. Take detailed notes, and remember, no detail is too small. Home catering is a personalized affair, so ensuring you capture even the minutest detail will help you stand out. Lastly, don't forget to be creative. Clients appreciate innovative ideas, so don't be afraid to think outside the box. And now, for the top best 5 ideas for conducting successful client consultations. 1. Be prepared. Go in with a list of questions and topics to cover. 2. Listen more. Talk less. Your client to do the talking. 3. Be flexible. Be ready to adapt to changes and clients' new ideas. 4. Show empathy. Understand and cater to the emotional needs of your client. And lastly, 5. Follow up. Send a summary email after the meeting, outlining what was discussed and agreed upon. Remember, a successful client consultation is your first step towards a successful catering event. So let's get that chicken without the chicken right, shall we? Ever tried to pull off a grand event and found out you forgot to order the food? Yeah, that was me at my cousin's wedding. I forgot the cardinal rule of event planning. Make a checklist. That brings us to our step 2, the almighty event checklist. For those of you who are home caterers looking to throw a successful event, this is your holy grail. A checklist is essentially your GPS to event success. It meticulously maps out every task, right from planning out the perfect menu to setting up the necessary equipment. It's like your personal assistant, keeping you organized and making sure not a single detail is overlooked. As a home caterer, your checklist should include specifics, such as noting down dietary requirements, deciding on the menu, arranging the necessary cooking and serving equipment. Keep your events in mind while planning. Now, let's wrap this up with the top 3 tips for crafting an effective checklist. 1. Jot down tasks as they come to mind, don't rely on memory. 2. Prioritize tasks according to their importance and deadlines. And 3. Review the list periodically to keep track of your progress. Remember, a good checklist is the secret ingredient to a successful event, just like the perfect spices in a dish. Funny how first impressions can go terribly wrong. I recall a time when a client of ours, a sweet old lady, Mrs. Johnson, mistook us for a gardening service. She was expecting a hearty meal for her luncheon, and instead we ended up manicuring her lawn into a perfect English garden. It was a wonderful, if not entirely planned, start to our relationship. Transitioning into our main topic today, building long-term relationships, Specifically in the unique world of home catering, your clientele is the lifeline of your business, and happy clients are like a perfectly baked sourdough. They keep coming back for more. But how do you knead in these relationships? It's all about adding that extra sprinkle of care, just like your secret ingredient in a family recipe. Make your clients feel cherished and unique, just like their favorite dish. Keep their preferences in mind and anticipate their needs before they do, be it remembering their gluten intolerance or their love for extra hot sauce. The challenges presented by home catering, like fluctuating guest numbers or last-minute menu changes, can actually be turned into opportunities to over-deliver on your promises. For instance, having a few extra servings ready can save the day when unexpected guests drop in, and being flexible with the menu keeps you prepared for those sudden dietary whims. As we wrap up this meal of wisdom, let's serve the dessert. The top 3 ideas to build strong client relationships. 1. Personalization. Treat each client as an individual with unique tastes and preferences. 2. Consistency. Always deliver on your promise, whether it be quality, quantity, or punctuality. And lastly, 3. Surprises. Delight them with the unexpected. A surprise dish or a complimentary dessert will always leave them craving for more. Just like that perfect pastry puff, long-term relationships need time, effort, and a little bit of magic. And remember, just like Mrs. Johnson's accidental English garden, sometimes the best relationships start in the most unexpected ways. Step 4. Handling feedback professionally. Feedback, both positive and negative, is a goldmine of information. It helps you understand what you're doing right and where you need to improve. When you receive feedback, listen carefully, thank the client for their honesty, and take steps to improve. Remember, every piece of feedback is an opportunity to grow. Well, folks, let's take a minute to chuckle at the chaotic dance of dipping sauces, canapes, and client demands we just witnessed. So you're considering stepping into the arena of home catering, eh? Brace yourselves, it's no slice of cake. To summarize, mastering the art of event management and building strong client relations is like conducting an orchestra in your own living room. It's a delicate performance that demands a mix of tact, organization, and commitment. It begins in the living room with a detailed consultation to understand your client's tastes, which is slightly more complicated than deciding if it's Netflix or Amazon tonight. Following that, it's about creating a checklist as exhaustive as a grocery list during the holiday season, ensuring every detail, right from the petit fours to the cutlery, is taken care of. Home catering is a unique beast, folks. It's about transforming your home into a mini banquet hall, while your cat watches with judgment in its eyes. But with a dedication to exceeding client expectations and accepting feedback like receiving an unexpected sweater as a gift, and with an eye for how it can benefit you, you can navigate this labyrinth of challenges. So put on your apron, practice your best soup ladling action, and let's get ready to rumble in the culinary jungle. Conquer the world of home catering with the confidence of Gordon Ramsay and the aplomb of Julia Child. After all, in the thrilling world of home catering, every challenge is just an ingredient in the recipe for success. We truly appreciate you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it helpful and are keen to delve deeper into the world of culinary art and event management, we have the perfect ingredient for you. We're excited to present the Catering Creatively book collection, authored by our very own Emma, an expert chef and party planner. This collection is your ultimate guide to everything about catering and event planning. It's packed with tips, tricks, and recipes, and even explores topics we've touched upon in this video. These books are available on Amazon, so why wait? Immerse yourself in the world of catering. And here's another secret ingredient to help us cook up more videos like this: your support. So remember, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and follow our page. This simple act goes a long way in helping us grow our channel and bring you more flavorful content. As always, knowledge is a key component to any successful recipe, and these books are a veritable buffet of information. So happy cooking, happy event planning, and most importantly, thank you for being a part of our journey.